Hello, everybody. I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are back again with Game of Thrones. We are on episode 3
I think.
of season 4.
Yes.
In the last one, Joffrey died.
Yay!
Except that they think Tyrion did it.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
not
completely
great.
stupid, but, panic. My working theory right now is that it was some of, like, the staff or, like, the fool or something.
Yeah,
because he said to Sansa, like, come with me if you want to get away. And I was like, is he part of the plot? Which would make perfect sense.
Yeah, he could have just been taking advantage of the situation, too. Because, he was there already. And so he might have just been like, oh, this is our chance. And he might have already had a plan to get rid of her. But just so far, the way it's played out, we don't know
who.
Yeah, and that seems to be the most suspicious action right now. Although our other suspect, was our other suspect Loras? Did we see that? Or no? Because he left a little early.
I don't think it was
upset
Loras,
about
though.
the whole dwarf thing.
The prince, it could be Prince Reuben.
Oh, Oberyn.
Reuben.
Prince Reuben.
Like a sandwich.
The fancy sandwich.
So, it could be.
Yeah. But then also, I just feel like he was just introduced so recently.
Right.
That it's almost
really fast.
too fast. We haven't barely got to know him. Although, so far, what I see, I like in terms of that he hates the Lannisters. Because his sister was killed by them.
Yeah, because she was married to the Targaryens.
The Targaryens, which, it's so interesting. I want to see so much more of this.
Right? Shay was sent away.
Oh, yeah, Shay was sent away.
I'm really hoping that that's where Sansa is. That they were like, you want to get away? And then they, like, took her on the same boat.
That would be cool, because Shay does care for Sansa.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if Shay was like, you know what, I'm going to solve this. Not like Shay, but if she, like, got joined into the plot. Because I don't think she'd be opposed to it.
Yeah. That would be so cool. Also, like, the thing about Shay, we're not actually sure Shay got away. Because we think she either possibly got away and then they're going to bring her back later or she didn't get away.
Because she was summoned.
Something depressing is going to happen to her. Yeah. Because they don't normally do just like, oh, they just left. Like, that doesn't really happen in Game of Thrones.
And then also
they either come back later or they did.
Yeah, and the fact that his father and sister do already know now, so it could be they caught her before leaving.
So just like the show to be like, she's safe on the ship. Bam! There's actually secretly an assassin there, ready to kill
Something
you.
Like that.
Like, we saw more of Theon and Ramsay thing. So, like, I don't know.
They're so messed.
I hate watching them because my heart can't handle it. I do acknowledge, though, that the actors are killing it.
Yeah. There's a reason they can't handle it, and that's because they're all so good.
So, it's like, I do wonder, like, if book people... I assume book people knew that this was coming and stuff. Like, the whole Theon storyline made sense. I'm sure it was in the book, because I feel like, while I know that they've changed other things, like Taliso and stuff, I feel like this is such a, like, a heavy-handed storyline that it's got to be from the book.
Because in the book, it'd be much more subtle.
I don't even remember where I was going with my sentence now. Something about the book.
Yeah. I don't know where you're going either.
I don't know. Whatever.
Anyways.
When I say that I hate it and, like, I don't want to watch them and, like, all this stuff, it's because it's too painful. It's not because, it's boring or anything like that. I just want to clarify. Because I feel like every time we see the clip, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I hate them. Why am I watching this? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, no. Okay, they're hurting my heart too much. I literally don't want to watch it. Because I am a softie.
She really is.
Softie, yes. Did anything else happen? I feel like so much of it was about Joffrey. Joffrey being a dick and then dying at the end.
Where's Sansa?
Find her. Bar the gates of the city sees every ship in the harbor.
Thank God he was there to take her. Because, she would be the first suspect because they killed her whole family.
Yeah.
I hope she gets away.
Go, guys, go.
I feel so bad for Tyrion, though.
Yeah, me too. There's too much attention on him, though. He couldn't have even gone with them at all.
No, yeah. Shamed, but...
Go.
Is it other people loyal to her family? Or is this just a random, like, everybody hates Joffrey? What about Stan? Could it be Stannis?
I don't think it's
I don't think so either.
He's too preoccupied.
Yeah, that's true.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
But I definitely think if Stannis wasn't married yet, like, getting those two married would have been, like, a plot.
I'd read that fanfic. Actually, I don't remember how old Sansa's supposed to be, so it might be like
supposed to be like
too big of an
16
age
or something.
Is she?
Or at least at the start, I think she was supposed to be like.
God damn it! It's Baelish.
First, you'll want your pay. 10,000? Was it?
10,000.
Please don't kill him. I mean, I don't think you'd do that in front of Sansa. Oh no!
Wait!
Oh.
You don't want the queen to hear, do you?
Oh, God, I hate you.
I didn't hurt anyone.
I know, but you must admit it looks suspicious. The king who executed your father, who tormented you for years, and you fled the scene of his
Was it
murder.
him?
Of course it was.
Oh, Sansa.
I'm very salty that you're back.
What did I once tell you about the capital?
We're all liars here.
Aww.
Because he had to gain her trust. Oh, I hate you so much.
Me too, but she wouldn't be safer in King's Landing, so I'm like, maybe it'll be easier for her to escape from him than from King's Landing.
Our alliance with the Lannisters remains every bit as necessary to them as it is unpleasant for us. You did wonderful work on Joffrey. The next one should be easier.
Now you're gonna marry his little brother, I guess?
The camera just shot to him, so I'm assuming yes.
Yes, you will become king. What kind of king do you think you'll be?
Probably better than Joffrey, because anybody would do better than Joffrey.
Your brother was not a wise king. Your brother was not a good king.
Oof.
If he had been, perhaps he'd still be alive.
She's gonna lose it. Sorry, Cersei, nobody cares about Joffrey but you. Not even his grandfather.
Kill Tyrion.
Oh, please.
He's not going to kill Tyrion.
King's my brother. Our brother. There'll be a trial. We'll get to the truth of what happened.
Don't want a trial.
She doesn't care about the truth.
You just want to blame somebody.
Please, Ginny, you have to. It was our son. Our baby boy.
I honestly don't... I mean, I do understand why she's blaming Tyrion.
Yeah,
she's always been like that. But I mean, she's so blind to the fact that was the enemy of, like, a lot of people. Like, there are a lot of killer options right now. So, you know...
She just wants he's the easiest
she wants
to
blame him. Yeah. God, this is such an awful scene.
I know.
I don't even want to watch it. Cutting all that out.
There goes that redemption story.
And you're sure we're going the right way?
Leave me go.
She is so a child because of all the questions she has.
My gold, be in my way.
On your way where?
Why do
I
you
love
care?
these two together, honestly.
Forgive my father. He was wounded fighting in the war. Our cottage burned down while he was gone, and my mother with it. He's never been the same.
Sorry.
They're starving. Your rush is just making you wasteful.
They'll both be dead come winter. Dead men don't need silver.
You're the worst shit in the Seven Kingdoms!
He's plenty worse than me. I just understand the way things are. How many stars they got to behead before you figure it out?
Ouch.
I feel so bad for this guy, too, because, like, with a silver, maybe he could have survived, but it'll be harder for him now.
Sam the Slayer.
Going to visit your wildling whore?
She's not a whore.
No? Maybe I'll give her a copper tonight and find out.
I hope you die soon. Hope you're killed by a dead man. And then Sam kills you by setting you on fire.
100 men, 1 woman.
They've got other things to think about.
That's the only thing they think about.
Being silly.
I'm not being silly. There's 100 men lying awake at night picturing you.
Poor jealous
jealous.
Sam.
I know.
Oh, but he's not wrong, though, because
No, it's true.
There
It's
are
totally
people,
valid.
Yeah.
What about me?
She likes you.
Gilly?
God, I hope they all survive.
Yeah, I know. If she dies, I'm going to be so sad. I like them so much.
Are you bored of me?
Oh, no.
Bored of you? I...
You almost said I
I
love
want
you.
to protect you.
If I do not press my claim will be forgotten. I will not become a page in someone else's history book. I'm running out of time, Sir Davos. which means you're running out of time.
It's not his fault that you're running your rebellion so badly.
Yeah.
You won't be a very good hand if you see the word knight and say Curd Niggins.
That happened once. Weeks ago. You're your father's daughter and no mistake. Bloody relentless, the both of you.
This is so cute.
My father says a criminal's a criminal.
Your father lacks an appreciation of the finer points of bad behaviour. So did the Bravosi.
You've sailed to Bravos?
Of course. Almost got beheaded by a first
We're
sword
hearing
of
a lot about Bravos this episode.
Right. I hope we get to see it.
Me too. I hope we get to see it too.
It's too important for me. I need a smart person to do it. Go on.
These two are so adorable together.
Of the Iron Bank of Bravos.
Oops.
From Stannis Baratheon, the one true king of Westeros.
But that's not you.
I need to get their attention.
They're gonna get money from the bank?
Yeah, I guess they're gonna make a
I have
loan.
Such weird feelings about this whole about Stannis, to be honest. I guess remind me to talk about it afterwards.
Mm-hmm. She's still salty. She thinks you don't want her.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think this is gonna be a good place for her, Sam.
Mm-hmm. Too many people.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
North of here.
North of here?
What's up with this?
Fucking rolling.
Oh.
Only room and board.
That's right. She'll clean and cook and look after the other girls' babies.
Could find other work for her too.
No other work.
There'd be money. Give you a piece of it.
No other work.
This is not safe for her.
Yeah, I don't think you should leave her here, Sam.
Right?
I'm nervous
a bad
about
idea. At least at the wall, there's like a code, you know?
Well, he could also keep an eye on her better there.
Right? No, but there's nobody to keep an eye on her here. Keep her safe.
Plus, at least Castle Black looks like is a
Mhm.
castle. So I'm making a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
John can help too if she's
You're
at the
letting
wall.
your inadequacies get the best of you.
Lord Tywin.
May we have the room?
Like all of his important conversations take place in a brothel.
Well, I think all his time is spent in the brothel, so they're gonna happen where he's at. We had to cut out the butts anyways.
If I cut your throat today, I will be drawn and quartered tomorrow.
Men at war commit all kinds of crimes without their superiors' knowledge.
So you deny involvement in Elia's murder?
Categorically.
He's totally lying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Oberyn believes him, but he is still a prince, so I think he's aware of the political ramifications.
Yeah.
So you made the Tyrell girl a queen.
Asking me to judge at your son's trial isn't quite as tempting.
I will also invite you to sit on the small council, to serve as one of the new king's
Oh, this is
principal
interesting.
advisors.
Mm-hmm.
I never realized you had such respect for Dorne.
Or such a lack of allies.
You help me serve justice to the king's assassins, and I will help you serve justice to Elias.
Do you really think that Tyrion did it?
Who? You mean talking about Tywin or Oberyn?
Tywin.
I know. I don't know why he would think he would do it, or is he just trying to take advantage of the situation, or
Like, is he just saying like, this is a convenient fall?
Brought you some wine, my lord, but they took it from me.
Noble effort.
Oh,
I didn't find the candles, though.
nice.
Aw.
A quill, some parchment.
Oh, I love you, Pod.
Oh, he's so nice.
Do you believe I murdered Joffrey?
No, my lord.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't.
No. Gods, no. But say what you will of Cersei. She loves her children.
Yeah, it's definitely not Cersei.
She
Yeah.
is the only one I'm certain had nothing to do with this murder. Which makes it unique as King's Landing murders go.
This is a mystery now.
Yeah.
If I have to take that long walk to the executioner's block, I don't want to see your head already mounted.
My lord.
Pod, I am giving you an order. Go and find my brother and tell him I need him. And get yourself out of King's Landing before it's too late.
Aww.
Pod! This is farewell.
Tyrion, you're gonna have to
Such a
solve
good
this mystery on your
guy.
own.
Oh.
There has never lived a more loyal squire.
But now Tyrion has like nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Maybe he can tell Jaime that somebody tried to convince him of this thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Cersei's just making it worse. She's making up... I mean, because that was clearly Cersei's threatening Pod. Like...
I don't know.
You don't think
I don't
it was
think
her?
it was. No, I think it's whoever actually did it. Because he said he didn't recognize the face.
Mm.
No one boils a potato better than your mum. She got...
Oh. It's just a kingdom full of murderers. That's all we got here.
Go, kid, go!
They're literally just, like, common villagers. So...
I know, I don't...
I mean, to them it's not. Like, it's
Yeah.
all... Yeah.
They're like an enemy or whatever, but...
Right.
Kid, that's not a very good place to hide, I feel like.
I don't think he found a good place to hide at all. He's just trying to find what he can. Oh, he's just a kid.
No. Open your eyes.
No, kid, don't open your eyes.
I'm going to eat them. Do you hear me?
Oh, man. I hope Jon kills you.
Mm-hmm. I hope Ygritte kills you.
Ooh, yeah. I hope Ygritte turns on them and kills them.
We are the watchers on the wall.
There's got to be a way to protect them.
You're a champion of the common people, Lord Snow. What do you say to Brother Pip's proposition?
Sure, if the Starks were there, you could just call on them to do it.
If the wildlings breach the wall, they'll roll over everything and everyone for 1,000 miles before they reach an army that can stop them.
We need to shore up Castle Black. And we need to defend the wall.
I mean, it totally sucks because you want to take all those people, but it's like, you have such a huge army coming.
Yeah, you can't leave the wall. Like, it's the best line of defense.
Especially because there's just not enough of them. There's just so few.
Mm-hmm.
Thought you'd have blue eyes by now.
It's whatever Rangers made it back.
Oh, is that Ed? I think it was Ed.
Yeah.
The one who was like Eeyore.
James, we will get the mutineers across this keep.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
We're not going anywhere.
That's why they showed it in the previously.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I was like, why are they showing
I should
this?
open my door.
Man says all he needs to crush us, he just doesn't know it yet. But as soon as he gets his hands on them, he will. Then he'll throw his full strength at us. And even if every one of us kills 100 wildlings, there's still not a thing we can do to stop them.
I don't think I can kill 100 wildlings.
Oh, I'm so glad those guys survived, though.
Agreed, I know. I was so sad. I was like, where are they?
I thought that I kind of assumed they died because it'd been so long.
Right.
Another city.
What's this? Oh, this is the one she's been working too with the slaves and stuff. At least this one has build up. Like,
yeah,
I feel like there's gonna be more.
All happen off screen.
No, I don't think it will. I think we'll actually get to see something here.
At least the city looks cool.
I'm sorry. All I thought of was Neverending Story.
Oh, like the two statues that you have to go in between that laser eyes you?
Yep.
Oh, those things are awesome.
That's literally what it made me think of.
I've won more single combats than any man alive.
Which is why you must remain by my side.
I've been by your side longer than any of them, Khaleesi. Let me stand for you today as well.
You're my most trusted advisor, my most valued general, and my dearest friend. I will not gamble with your life.
We're just cycling through every single person.
Right?
Very well. We have quite an audience. Make it worth their while.
Like, yes, you are slightly expendable. Go for it.
I know. It's kind of a weird thing, but
I didn't dislike it. It's weird, but I didn't dislike it.
It's over.
Oh, like literally straight up.
The jousting?
Apparently. He's just gonna scare the horse.
I don't know. I think he's just gonna cut him off.
Alright, maybe just slice his legs and call it kosher.
I can call it kosher. What?
Oh! Poor horsey. Whew. All that talk. I think he's clever. Clever is pretty good.
That's a cool shot.
He's just gonna piss
Not the peeing part, but the arrows.
I mean, I think that's a proper retaliation. But...
Yeah.
I hope they don't hit the slaves.
I know. I don't know how you could tell who to hit or not.
But I mean, I guess that's war.
Oh wait, I think it's actually they're not like.
Oh, is it weapons?
Cannonballs or something.
Oh, it's chains. Oh, it's a message.
That's cool.
All the freed slaves. Yeah. That is cool. Clever.
This is already 1,000 times better than previous seasons. Danny's taken over that city.
Oh, that's it? What?
It was for a while. 57 minutes.
That was a weird ending. That was a random was that really the ending? Like, that's just that and then bam?
Yeah, it felt a little like... I mean, it was totally epic, but it was, like, strangely abrupt when it actually ended.
Right.
Like, the scene... Or not scene,
I don't
the
think
thing they ended on.
That was weird, though, because usually it shows, like, the actual credits and stuff. Why did it jump so fast?
I mean, do you want to check it?
Yes. I'm paranoid.
Okay. What an interesting...
Right. Are we starting from the back or starting from the beginning?
So let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
So before... What did I say that I wanted to talk about? Stannis, that's right.
Yes. Did you want to do that before I forget?
Sure.
So we're starting in the middle.
So I have this, like, weird mixed feelings about Stannis because I think it might be the writing. He's too, like, extreme. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's different all the time. Like, they're not very consistent with his character, which is unfortunate. So, like, this one I was like... Because he's putting all the pressure on Davos to find an army for him, which I totally understand. Like, because Davos... He considers what Davos did wrong and betrayed him, and Davos needs to make up for it. But in the beginning, even though he was totally influenced by the whole cult thing, Stannis does a lot of shit himself. Like, he's the kind of guy who's like, I'm going to take this on and do it myself. So now it's like he's just waiting around for Davos to find an army for him. So I'm kind of like,
I mean...
And he could totally be doing stuff, but the show is not showing it to us. I'm kind of like, this is kind of weird, but...
I don't know if it might be like an actual character. I don't know if it is just like them like fitting him into the character, or it could be a character development thing of like at the beginning he was like hopeful when he was building his army, but then he got crushed so badly that now he doesn't like think that he like at the like before also he fought back a little bit against the Red Lady, like he wasn't fully in, and I now feel like he's fully in like cult style committed. Not even necessarily committed to the Lord of Light, but committed to the power.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe that's just, like, skewed his whole person of just being like, no, like, this is... Because she's been telling him this whole time, like, feeding into his brain. Like, you know, like, no, you're the rightful heir. You're a king. You don't need to do this. Like, I'll take care of it and blah, blah, blah. So I feel like maybe that's just the mentality he has now with everybody. He's like, I'm a king. Like, you do it, right?
But I don't know. It just feels like... But it also makes him a little bit more boring than he used to be, I feel like, too. But there's, you know, the increased amount of Davos and his daughter, Shireen, who is adorable. So
and makes me nervous.
Oh, yeah, totally it does.
All joy makes me nervous.
Let's go back to Sansa. Since that's the beginning.
Yes.
Sansa and Baelish. Mixed feelings. I'm glad she's at a King's Landing, but I hate Baelish.
I know. I'm so over
it. I don't know where they're really going with it, so I feel like I can't talk about whether she can escape or not or anything because we don't actually know where the final...
Yeah, and isn't he supposed to be married to her aunt?
Yeah.
Which then I'm like, is that where he's taking him? Because that's also where
Arya's going.
So are they going to have a meetup there?
That could be cool. That'd be cool. But honestly, we've like had Baelish, so many almost meetups.
Right.
But the thing is, I don't know though, because her aunt is crazy. So it's not like it's a good place to go, to be honest.
Well, the crazy of her aunt combined with like the conniving of Lord Baelish, I don't know what to expect if they do show it. I mean, the place where they live though was cool, so I don't mind seeing it again. Also,
I just had such a high hopes for Sansa's escape.
I know.
It was so good too because it was like kind of mysterious, and she has to have a cloak on, and we don't know what's going on. And we were so excited. We had all these theories of like she's gonna meet up with Shay, and
I had a hope. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but I wanted it to happen.
Yeah. But then it just turned out to be Baelish, who I kind of forgot about because he's been gone for so long.
Which
so
I
was just like,
I think it was us having wishful thinking.
all of our theory plots are so much nicer than what happens on the show.
I know, because it's what I want in my heart, even though I know it's not going to happen. But I want it.
Oh my god! When you said Stannis and Sansa, by the way, like if Stannis wasn't married, then he, I was like, oh man, I would totally read that fanfic. I was like. I
don't think it would be a happy marriage, but it would.
No, like I'm so into like
strategy,
alternate universe, like not like alternate universe, everything's crazy, but like things that happen slightly differently. So I'd be like, "Ooh, that's interesting. Ooh, that's interesting."
Right.
The issue is I can't look up any fanfics. I don't want to get spoiled for
not till we're done
later seasons. So it's like, That sucks. And then, so Tyrion's situation. So now it's like kind of a mystery as to who did it. I mean, we kind of thought that it was Baelish.
Yeah.
At this point. So, like, I'm pretty sure it's Baelish, but the way they were kind of doing it with Tyrion made me think, actually, maybe it's a bigger mystery. They were playing kind of mysterious music, and he's going through all these theories of, like, it's not Cersei, it could be my dad, but I'm not sure that it's my dad, and all this stuff. And I feel like, why would they reveal to us that it's Baelish right away? If it's going to be a mystery for Tyrion, because that would be boring for us to watch if we knew who the killer was, and Tyrion's trying to solve it. You know? Like,
I would...
Maybe Baelish is a red herring.
Yeah, well, because I also... What would Baelish gain by Joffrey dying? Like,
yeah, that's
he wouldn't really gain anything by it.
He could do a different distraction to grab Sansa.
I wouldn't be surprised if he knew about the plot, though, and that's why he went for Sansa. Because that's basically his deal, is like he's got spies and sells and secrets. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if he found out that somebody was going to murder Joffrey, and then he was like, this is my moment. This is my chance. Take advantage of the situation, which is right up his alley. Yeah. So I feel like I'm leaning more towards that than him actually doing it himself. I think he just found out about it.
And poor Tyrion, he's got no one left now that he sent away Pod.
Oh, Pod. He's so nice. He brought him all the food and, like, he told him about the... You could tell that he didn't want to tell him about the fact that somebody approached him, which makes me wonder, like, did he just not want to tell because he knew what he would say?
Tyrion would send him away? Yeah. I think so. I think he knew. Who's the guy who went to pressure Pod? I don't know. I just feel really bad for Tyrion, and I hope he solves this mystery.
I do wonder, because the thing is, like, I don't know what the outcome of it will be. If it will be, if he wants to get him off to not sully the family name, or if he wants him to take the blame so that he's just done with and removed.
Yeah.
So I can see it go either way, is what I mean. I don't know what his choosing will be on that. Like, obviously, yes, he has to have the trial, because if he didn't, like, Cersei would take things into her own hands to ruin the family name even more.
Absolutely. And she accused him in public in front of, like, all the other nobles, so it's like...
Well, and then obviously, I do wonder how Town will treat her for that, because it's bad for them. Like, obviously, it seems like he just doesn't even care about her anymore. He's like, all right, move on to the other son.
Yeah.
Who, yes, I do think will be a better king, if... Probably not, like, a good king, because he's still under the thumb of everybody else.
Yeah.
But he's still be, like, a fairer king.
Well, he's not going to be randomly killing people, at least.
And he's probably going to have to marry Marjorie again.
Yeah.
Like,
the Tyrells, they're going to have to, like,
keep that loyalty.
Yeah, they have to get back in. Cersei and Jaime. No. Just no.
Yeah, hopefully.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Like I said, there goes that redemption story.
Nah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It was all just a mess.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't know how Cersei's going to react to him after that, too. Like, so, I don't know. I don't know where to go with it. But either way,
I don't want to go anywhere with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Right. So, moving... Oh, Gilly.
Gilly, yes. Gilly and Moletown. I feel like this is a bad idea.
Well, especially if the Wildings are coming. Yeah. You need to get her out of there. It's not safe.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's not 100% safe at the Wall either, because, like we said, there are people who are, like, rapists there. But
the thing is, there are people that are rapists there, but they would get sorely punished for that, because...
I'm pretty sure they'd be killed.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, it would be very risky for them to do that when they could just go to town and, like, go to a brothel.
We saw what Moletown was like. We knew, like, that's when we knew, this seems like a bad idea. This is not just, like, some regular town.
Well, no, I think it is just a regular town with a creepy, disgusting tavern.
Yeah. Well, no. I meant, like, I didn't mean, like, regular. I mean, like, this is, like, clearly really, like, low.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, because we've seen other taverns that look more like normal. This is probably like a super poor town. Well, you know, because it's closer to the north, closer to the Wall.
I think everything on that side is a poor town.
Because the fact that she said I'm from the north and she immediately said Wildling, because there's nothing north. They're probably the closest to the Wall.
Yeah.
So,
well, we haven't touched on Daenerys.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, I hope Gilly lives, and so does Baby Sam.
I know.
And also, like, the attack, Craster's Keep. Crasters, the mutineers at Crasters. They just have to go and take them out, but it's like, I feel like it's such a bad idea. I feel like something's gonna happen when they go past the Wall, to be honest.
Maybe they'll get there and they're already killed by all the White Walkers.
Maybe.
We can hope.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know, because there's also still, like, all the wives and children there, so gotta go save them. Yeah. I feel like overall as this episode, I just think in terms of like how the episodes go, like I just wasn't as into this one, I think, in comparison to some of the other episodes. I did like the end bit with Daenerys, but other than that, it was kind of all just like, and I did like the part with like Tyrion talking to Pod, just because that was really interesting and like the mystery part of it. But otherwise, it was kind of just like
the same plot. It's just like we're just keeping on going in order to reach the things. So the thing about Daenerys is it's so much better than last season already, like 1,000%, because we actually get to see like a little bit of the city. I like that they threw like the chains to like really be like, hey, look at all these other freed people. You could be free too. I was kind of disappointed in the champion fight thing, because it was so lackluster. I get that it's supposed to be like, oh, so impressive that he like killed the horse and then like and everything, and the shots were really cool, like with the dust up and then those arrows came down and stuff. That was all really cool. But because we didn't actually see this guy fight before, I was like, what if he actually just sucked? Like, we don't know. You know, we know very little about the Myronese culture of this guy, and it was just kind of like, and then how they did the round robin of like, I'll do it. And she's like, no, you're too precious. I'll do it. No, I can't. You're too good. I'll do it. It's like, no, you're my best friend. It's like, what? How many people are we going to go through here?
I feel like that was, all I can think is for that moment they were trying to go to point out the fact that the whole reason Daenerys is so successful right now is because she's clever.
Yeah.
And it's not just like her, it's her advisors around her that are also clever. And I think the way that they had him like kill the champion as well was just, I feel like it was all just to sort of point out like this isn't like a battle run regime. It's straight up just like smart people doing smart things. Which it was a little bit weird how they did it, but I'm not like completely hating it.
The thing about the Daenerys storyline is that I think what happens is that it's real easy to actually go a bit cheesy, which is what happens. Like that was cheesy. The whole mother thing last time was really cheesy. The thing about like when he approaches her in the bath and is like, you know, all that stuff, that's like all just kind of cheesy, and it doesn't fit necessarily that well. Like it just leans over a smidgen too far for me of just like,
I
really,
think
guys.
Part of the
which
difference,
is funny because I love cheese, but like,
right. I think part of the difference is so with like everything going on at the Capitol and everything like that, it is straight up and sort of even playing field of like who's stronger or whatever. There's much more like tension, but with her, with like, and also at the start of Daenerys's like storyline and arc, she was definitely like the underdog. But now with all these, her just taking over smaller cities, it's the fact that she is the one with the upper hand.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to like figure out ways to like still make it interesting or like all this stuff. But right now, since she just has the upper hand, it's sort of like, how are you gonna do things? And I do hope that soon they give her like a actual like conflict again. Either like maybe somebody like within her regime like decides to like break apart. Like there's no conflict or tension right now with her storyline, which just seems so, I don't know, it's all just very savory.
Also, like there's this factor of like they're doing this better than last time because of like they're showing us some action and her actually doing stuff instead of waiting in a tent for people to tell her things. But there's still the thing of like, I think the end goal is to get her to Westeros.
Yeah.
And I think they're basically just waiting around. They're waiting for the dragons to be old enough. They're waiting for Westeros to be in the right place. And so I mean, based off the books, I don't mean like, you know,
and
like
the books
they're
you
waiting.
Can get more in depth and everything. So.
Yeah. But I just mean, I think that they're just trying to figure out a way for her to be basically give her busy homework until she can get over to Westeros. That's what it kind of feels like with this, like taking over cities. Because I feel like if it wasn't, then they would have come up with some different things for her to be doing, but they don't want to risk damaging her, her build up and her like armies or like anything like that until she gets to Westeros. Because basically she's supposed to be like building up, but unfortunately there's no tension in like the build up.
I wish if that's the case, I wish they would not focus on the big battle scenes and focus more internally. Like I wish they would just focus on like her relationship with the four around here, or her relationship with the dragons, because we did see briefly in one of the last episodes there was that bit of like they are dragons, you know, like a little bit of conflict.
Yeah.
And I wish we could even just see more of her raising the dragons and how they're becoming more independent, or like even though I'm not a fan of a love triangle, like even just like I would be more interested in like the tension between like her and the other two, and just something more personal, so there's some sort of tension.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the difference between like the external conflict that's going on now and internal conflict that they're totally missing. Like, I think what you said is really interesting. It'd be so cool to like see more of Grey Worm and like how their army is actually interacting now that they're integrating like these two different slave groups, and her and the Second Sons, and like how they're all working together or working around each other as they deal with Marine, instead of like, you know, like just as they continue on their campaign, instead of kind of being like, this is a quest to take over Yunkai, this is a quest to take over Marine, and nobody wants to do the side quests anyway. You know?
Right.
You're there for the end goal, which is to get to Westeros with your dragons.
Yeah, or like I would be more interested in her interacting with like the freed slaves and all that stuff. I just think it would be more fascinating. Like the way they're doing this one isn't bad.
Yeah.
But it's combined with all the previous ones.
I wonder
if
it's
a little stale.
Obviously, we're watching this way later, so I do wonder if they noticed the mistakes they made in the previous season, and we're like, we need to do more with this storyline, with this whole slave storyline. I think because that's kind of felt like this was just way better balanced.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to see more run through with that, and hope that Daenerys's current role gets more fleshed out.
Arya and the Hound, which was like, I feel like so bad for that guy who stole his silver.
But I mean, I'm not surprised,
like,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Out of all the bad things that happened this episode, it's kind of on like my low list.
Yeah, totally.
It was an alright episode. I'm just kind of like meh about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it's the middle of the season, but sometimes there's ones that just really like, even though they're filler episodes, kind of like really pull you in.
Really, yeah.
And I feel like this one's just sort of, it's here. There's parts that I'm most fascinated about. Like, I'm really interested in the Sansa and Lord Baelish bit. And then everything else is interesting, but not like...
You know the issue of, like, John at the Wall? It should be so interesting, and it is interesting, but also just, like...
It's a waiting point.
We've been waiting for so long for this wildling attack to happen, and then also for the White Walker issue to come to light, that I'm just like... When are we going to get there, show?
Right.
When are we going to get there? Why'd you set it up in the first episode of season 1, this White Walker threat, if we're never going to face them? It's killing me.
Yeah. So I think at that we will call it for this episode. Thanks for watching it with us. Let us know how you felt about this episode in the comments. We do always love reading them, even if I take like a week to reply to them. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell because our uploading schedule is great. Thanks for sticking with us though, and we will see you all in the next episode. Bye!
She's adorables. Like you're adorables.
Am I a cat? I might as well be. According to Mom, I am. Did you hit record on the camera?
Yes.
Okay. Trusting you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you made me paranoid about whether I did hit it. I did hit it. It's recording. I did hit it.